doctor stuff. I've been looking at that. The cost of these things. They aren't cheap. Shit. How do I keep this chat up, dude? How do I keep this chat up? All messages are visible. There we go. Glad you're enjoying it, man. You seem together now. I'm a little bit. I'm a little bit together. You know. I'm getting it. I'm getting through some stuff, but you know, it's what you make it. And it's all about fucking perception on life. So I don't know what you mean by together now. Just glad you're okay. Yeah. But, it's a lot to talk about, but honestly, I'm more than okay. Like, bad shit happens to everyone. It's not necessarily bad because I learned lessons from what I went through and what I'm going through. I'm still going through it, I'm not gonna lie, but it's just, I'm gonna come out stronger in the end, you know. There's a lesson from everything. Like, there's a good quote. There's a really good quote that I enjoy. The quote is, shit, what is it? It is everything, like you are the reverend and you decide who, fuck, what is it? I have it on my phone somewhere. I have no idea. It's something, everything preaches to you, you decide who the reverend is, or something like that. I don't know. But basically, there's a lesson in everything, no matter what you're going through. It's all about switching your perspectives when you go through a hard time. Too right, yes. So have you done anything? Looked into getting one of these before you seen my video, my last video I made? I think I've only had this thing for a couple weeks, like probably 2 weeks so far. Damn, my Snapchat, dude. Ago because someone, whoa, dude, the messages are disappearing. Sailor was playing one. Was thinking about getting some singing bowls too for meditation. Singing bowls are fucking sick. I love singing bowls. What I'm going through is I had my first girlfriend ever, and our relationship was absolutely amazing. She was very spiritual and she was into meditation, and I learned a lot from her. It changed my life because of what she opened my eyes to. There's a lot of stuff that happened, but she had a little singing bowl, and when I was talking about getting one of these, she was already interested in getting like a big crystal singing bowl. And they're absolutely amazing. She had like a little Tibetan singing bowl. I used to play that for her when she did like tarot readings and stuff like that. How have you been, man? I don't know what is up with YouTube. I never streamed on YouTube, so it's hard. I don't know. Who writes music for them, or is it something your mind leads you to play? It's absolutely something your mind leads you to play. I don't know. It's very not institutionalized instrument, and it's very new, very mysterious, niche instrument. So usually people who get them, why I got them was because the sound of these instruments is absolutely fucking beautiful. Like something, the first time I heard a handpan, I was like, that sound, there's something about that sound. I fucking love that sound. It's very meditative, like soothing sound. The tunes hit the tones hit your soul. They hit my soul. I don't know about yours. I can't speak for everyone, but absolutely amazing sounds, and it's all improvisation for me. I'm sure, I know some people like write songs, do handpans, just sit there and practice like certain rhythms, and branch off of the rhythm and melodies that they create. But so far, all I do is just straight improvise. Like I let my emotions come out onto this beautiful instrument right here. Nothing is really planned. I just go with the flow. If you hear me play, there's a lot of rhythm changes, and that's just because it's where my mind tells me to go. Like, I don't know. Interesting stuff. These two notes together. The way, like, you can spin it any way you want. There's the whole handpan. You're only just seeing kind of a bulbous apparatus. But the way I'm holding it, I'm sure it sounds not too bad if I spin it the like other way and play. But if I hit, because I like playing it in a certain position. I don't know how to explain it, but I'll just lift it up. When I play notes, like these notes together and go down. So, dude, this is hard. But most importantly, the ones showing towards you, these two notes together, I don't like those two notes together. I catch myself doing it sometimes. Like a drummer always sets it up the same. Yep. And there's like, you can play with it, but I've found so far it just flows a lot better when it's in this particular position. I do plan on, I was just thinking about this yesterday, I do plan on like branching out to different positions, because I know I'm gonna be able to create different melodies and create different rhythms from my notes. The notes that I'm hitting more frequently are in a different position, and like different sounds create different paths in my mind, I suppose. is set. I'm going to turn off my notifications. This is the first time I've streamed on my phone. I don't know what the heck. Alright. I can just turn it all the way down. But I don't know if that mutes my mic, so let me know if you can't hear. Turn it up. So now that it's all the way up, let me know if you can't hear me when I turn it down, because I don't want to hear the notifications on my phone. Okay, you hear me? Sweet. The Handpan Kama Sutra. Handpan Kama Sutra. I mean, there's a hole for you. That's some Kama Sutra. How was the audio, by the way? I was actually trying to stream this on Twitch through the music section, but my mic that's on my headset, it has like a noise cancellation feature. So if it senses like a loud sound that's kind of that's picking up as background noise. Irish Boron? I've never even heard of that. It sounds super interesting. But I tried to stream on Twitch and it just picks up the initial hit and then it goes quiet. And one of the most magical things about the handpan is how long the note sustains itself. You know, microphone under the instrument? Under the instrument. Damn, that's actually so annoying. It's like... Okay, I need to... I'm attacking you with my finger right here. Will this stop? Oh, okay. I think it did stop streaming, but it's alright. We're back. The air hole is under the instrument, yeah. But if you plug it up, I've noticed, like, I can set this on a completely flat surface. We're back, okay. If you set it up on a completely flat surface, like if I block it's called a goo. This is called a goo. But if you block it, it doesn't make a big... It still resonates. But that does make sense. That does make sense. And I don't know. I'd like to get like a professional microphone so I could stream on Twitch. But I want to spend more time with it before I really like, okay, let's stream on Twitch, because it's need a Blue Yeti, yeah, probably. But what I'm doing is I don't want to do that yet, basically, because there's a lot more meaning into this instrument for me than to just hop on Twitch and just like, yeah, let's pull people in. That might be later on down the road, but at the moment I'm using this to explore myself and heal myself. So that would be kind of cool to share with other people, but it's not a thing I want to do. Explore first, yes, exactly. I just go on YouTube just in case I pick up some random people, but I know if I streamed on Twitch, people who used to follow me would be like, what the heck? And I don't want to invest in it, because if I invest in it, like if I buy a mic for the sole purpose, oh, it's super blurry. If I buy a mic for the sole purpose of streaming Twitch and playing the instrument that I bought, it's kind of, I don't know. defeating the purpose in a sense. I don't know if you can kind of pick up what I'm putting down, but I'm sure you can. How does the audio sound though, by the way? Does it sound relatively good? Probably doesn't sound too good, if I had to guess. By the way, thanks for coming in and saying what's up, Dr. Snuff, and giving me someone to talk to. A little background music. Background music. A little background noise. Sorry was lit. No, you're good. No worries, dude. Little background noise. It might be my fan upstairs. Does it sound like a fan? Other than that, I don't know what other background noise would be coming. Sounds like a fan. Yeah, let me see if I can go turn that off. Definitely can. Okay. That might be better. Turn the fan off. My fan is kind of noisy, but it's upstairs and I couldn't hear it, so I was completely oblivious to it. Still environmental noise. Yeah, I don't plan on doing this like all the time. Just wanted someone to talk to, I suppose. See if anybody came in. sounds really nice. That's interesting. That is super interesting. Because yeah, if I did on my computer, I'd have to rig it up or move my computer. Because I'd like to have a nice background. You can't see much of it, but at the moment I'm sitting on a big beanbag chair. Then I got 2 tapestries. I have a lot nicer tapestries upstairs, but that's a hassle and a half. This is just like my chill little corner. Ooh, I don't like that sound, dude. That's not good. Scratching shit. Yeah. I have, hey, that's my computer setup. If you can see it back there, tapestries above it. My little, oh shit, I forgot about that one. Yeah. Got one up there, little corner, with the big ass beanbag. Got some art. Little room tour. A little bit of a room tour. Fuck it. Impromptu. I have to burn it into my brain. The smallest note, kind of, you have to hit it different than the other notes. It's such a small note. A little bit of training exercises. That's one thing I have been doing, is I've been just coming up with my own training exercises, because like everything that takes 2 hands, I feel like your left hand always goes absolutely dumb at first. And there's another hobby that I'm into. It's called poi. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. People. Who's we? You and your friend. I forgot what your friend's name was. Me and LJ. LJ, yes. But yes, I'm definitely on a spiritual path of sorts. I hate putting a label on it. There was a message above that. Can I go back and read that? We didn't see in a while. Yes, that's awesome. Thank you guys so much for thinking about me. Maybe you picked up on my energy. Oh shit, where's he at? That's one thing I definitely do believe in, is energy as a whole. Like, Like, I could go on and on about my self-exploration and kind of figuring what I can figure out, and honestly, nobody knows anything. It's all in, like I said, it's all in perception and what you come to believe. Like, your beliefs vary probably heavily from mine, and that's completely fine. But the only thing that matters is you believe it, and you don't judge yourself for your beliefs, because if you judge yourself for your beliefs, then there's a problem, and that causes like a lot of inner turmoil. I went through some stuff like that, and I got an absolutely insane. I don't know if you're familiar with the word. Maybe you are. Like, synchronicities are they're real. Coincidences. It's all in figuring it out. The underlying, yeah. I don't know how familiar you are with stuff like the spiritual sorts, but if you really read into what's happening around you, like, usually connects with something. It's all about paying attention. That's why I haven't been playing a lot of video games. Who is that? Xander, what's up? What's up, Xander? I haven't been playing a lot of video games because I realized, I was analyzing myself, and I was realizing what I was playing video games for. It's Kyle. Ooh, okay, what's up, Kyle? Kyle, which Kyle? Which Kyle? Landis? Work Kyle? I don't know which one. But yeah, I stopped playing video games for a long time because I was exploring myself and kind of figuring out like why I was playing video games as a whole so much. It's very detrimental, the reason why I was playing video games. So it's kind of like I was living my life based on playing video games, kind of escaping the reality that I live in, because I didn't like the reality that I live in. So it's kind of stepping into what my true purpose is. And video games isn't it. Like, obviously I still want to play them because it's been a part of me for a fucking long time, but I know if I want to make a change within myself, like, I want something more to life, and if I continue playing games and doing what I have been doing, then it's not gonna be any different. Who's here? Dr. Snuff, are you still here? You still here with me? One of you guys left. I don't know who. Okay, sweet. But yeah, where I stopped, like I kept going, but I was gonna talk about something. Just setting up things nice. I used to not believe in anything. I don't really have a problem with that. Like, I understand where people come from when they say they don't believe in anything, but I had some crazy experiences happen to me. I don't know if you're familiar with like biblical text, but there's a thing called Exodus, and there was a lot of synchronicities in that with what was going on in my life. Like, just the Exodus is about the Israelites departing from Egypt. I think they were enslaved or something. And I don't believe in Christianity or anything like that. My beliefs are way far off, and I don't even know what my beliefs are. It's very unknown. But that's the beauty of it, not knowing and trying to figure out, I suppose. But I think I was sleeping, or I was daydreaming. I think I was daydreaming, and what happened was I was like reliving I was reliving a certain situation. You're not sure what yet. Yes, exactly. I mean, I have an idea what I believe in, but it's incomprehensible. Incomprehensible? I'm looking for the right word here. I don't even know if that's a word. I can't comprehend it. Like, I honestly don't think anyone can. Because there's there's something there, kind of like how I like to explain it to people is, like, if you look at anything in the world, any materialistic stuff, or any position, like, not necessarily of power, but like it's a line. Like, it goes down and down and down, and something comes from something, usually. One of the things that I've been thinking about is, like, everything around us literally comes from nature, and a lot of things there's a lot of repeating patterns in nature. I don't know if you know about what the Fibonacci spiral is, but it's called the golden ratio. I think it's 1 to 4, and it creates a spiral. And the weird thing with this was, like, with my past girlfriend, the girlfriend I was telling you about, like, out of nowhere I seen a Fibonacci spiral. Didn't know what it was at the time, but it was on a necklace. And I was like, okay, I'm going to get that tattooed on me. And I got the tattoo. It's right here. It's the first tattoo, big as fuck. I don't know if you've ever seen it. But that's what my tattoo is based on. And the first night that my girlfriend came over to my house, it was before we were a thing. We were just hanging out. She was talking about the Fibonacci spiral, and I was like, no way. That was just a weird little coincidence, and we had talked about it. And the time that I got this tattoo was the time that she was, like, discovering it and going into exploring it. Photography quite a bit, yeah. That's a repeating pattern in nature. But anyways, fuck, I got completely sidetracked from what I was originally talking about. Oh, okay, so there, it's like a line, right? That's where my mind went to remember what I was talking about. So if you look into yourself, because if we're thinking about a higher power of any sort, it's like a person's mind and how it works, right? We have our thoughts, and then we have our subconscious mind and stuff like that. And then on top of all that, like, our subconscious mind influencing who we are and how we react to certain situations, we have thoughts. We have thoughts that aren't directly correlated. I mean, I'm sure they are directly correlated to the subconscious mind, but these thoughts seem to be coming from you, but then you can also analyze your thoughts as you're having them. Like, you are the person having the thoughts, but you can also observe your thoughts, and like consciousness as a whole is kind of crazy. And the fact that we can observe our thoughts the way we can, and we can be as conscious as we are, and the fact that there's repeating patterns in nature is kind of crazy to me after kind of sitting on it and thinking about it a bunch. It's just, I believe there's a next step. There's a next step from consciousness, if that makes sense. Might be kind of sounding crazy, but I don't even care. I don't even care, because that's what I have to say. It's pretty deep. I'll have to read more about that. That's what I came up with just from thinking. I've been meditating sometimes. I've been slacking. I've been doing a little bit of yoga. Not too frequently, because in the process of kind of figuring out what I want to do with my life, and it's been devastating. It's like an identity crisis. I don't know who I am anymore. And currently I'm struggling with staying away from the computer, but it's cold outside. And I have been getting on the computer frequently since me and my girlfriend broke up. I'm kind of guilty about it, but not 100%, because I know since I'm able to have the outlook that I have on it and realize what it is for what it is and why I've been doing it, it allows me to kind of change the reason why I'm playing video games, and now I have a healthy outlet, and I'm doing something. Hi, it's Gaming TV. What up, man? I'm doing something every day to improve my mental health and make me be at peace with myself. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because it used to be just eat, play video games, sleep, eat, go to work, or fucking wake up, go to work, play video games, go to sleep. I live my life around video games. Not healthy. I figured, Dr. Snuff, you're probably the only one here who's understanding fully, because you've had the whole conversation, but this kind of ties into what I was talking about earlier. It's a quote that I really, really like. Socrates, if you've ever heard of him, he said, "The unanalyzed life is a life not worth living." I heard that quote and I was like, holy shit, like that's what I'm going through. I could tell you a whole lot of other like weird synchronicities and just weird happenings that just line up with what's going on around me and in the world around me, that's happening in my brain, like kind of manifesting your own reality in a sense. That sounds crazy. That can be taken, if you're a close-minded person, that can be taken like, oh, I want an ice cream truck to appear in front of me. Bam! It's nowhere close to that. It's just like you having a thought, and then maybe you overhear in someone's conversation that they're having, like that, like gave you an answer to your thought almost, or just kind of correlates with it a little bit. Just weird stuff like that happening constantly. plug in my phone. It's so weird. It is so weird, and it's all on how you look at it. Because you could be like, oh, it's just a coincidence. But I feel like that's how I used to be. Even then, I didn't get out much, and I didn't really pay attention to the world around me because I was running from my reality in a sense. But when you kind of like notice it and are aware of the world around you as it's happening, like a lot of stuff correlates, and it's pretty fucking bonkers, to be honest. Oh, I'm attacking you guys. I'm at 8% battery. What happens if I flip this? Is it still gonna... Oh, okay. I will be right back. I'm gonna find the charger for my phone. Ooh, that's gonna be cutting it close. I feel like I'm brutally assaulting you guys with my fingers. Alright. To reposition. That just sounds wrong. Yeah, it did. Ooh. It did sound a little wrong. Have a good run. I don't know if you're actually gonna go for a run, but thank you so much for popping in here, Dr. Snuff. It's nice to catch up with you and talk to you. Spread my light a little bit. Thank you for thinking about me, man. That fucking makes me feel crazy. I impacted you in such a good way. For you to come back, that's insane. Love you, man. Have a good day. Always said you were awesome. And you're awesome too, my friend. Thank you for being such a positive influence. My man, Profiler. Holy shit. Keep spreading that light and love, baby. I love you, Profiler. It's been a fucking minute. Dude, this big string of hair, every time I look at the phone, I'm like, what the heck? It's alright, fuck it. I'll rock it. Rock it behind my ear. That is the end of the Handpan jam. Bam. Now time to do the cleaning. Oh my gosh. I love cleaning the handpan. It's the best part when you wrap up a good, healthy, and hearty handpan jam. You get to get intimate with your instrument. Make sure she's all clean. Ain't got no grease, leftover finger lube. Don't want no finger lube left all over the handpan. Get her all nice and shiny with that microfiber cloth. Double-sided. I don't use the other side. Usually, I feel like I shouldn't. I honestly feel like I shouldn't sometimes. Because it feels like it gets caught on the finish of the handpan. But I don't know if this video is gonna go up on YouTube as a separate video. Hopefully it does, because that'd be cool as fuck. If it does, I love you if you made it this far. Fucking love you. Keep being positive. It's all about self-reinforcement. I love every single one of you. Bye, people. If I can figure out... Yeah, okay, bye. For real this time, I figured out how to exit this